Hello again. This is Andrew Diamond from AP Trust. I'm going to talk today about using Baggett profiles with Dart. Dart allows you to package up files in Baggett format, and Baggett profiles specify what constitutes a valid bag. Um, they're a subset of the Dart standard, or sorry, of the Baggett standard, and they're a little more specific in that the Baggett standard says, a bag must have a payload directory and one or more manifests and optional tag manifests. Baggett profiles get a little more specific than that in saying that a valid bag, according to a certain profile, must use one of a set of digest algorithms. It can specify which are permitted and which are not. It may also specify what tags must be present in the baginfo.txt file, and even what values are valid for those tags. The reason these profiles exist is so that a bagging organization can know that the bag it produces will be understood by the receiving organization. So we're going to take a look at Dart's Baggett profiles. They're under the settings list here. And the easiest way to get started is to import an existing profile from a URL. You can also define one from scratch, or you can define one based on a copy of an existing profile that you already have saved in Dart. Today, we're going to copy one from a URL. This is the BTR Baggett profile beyond the repository. It conforms to this Baggett profile specification version 1.3.0. If I get the URL for the raw JSON, copy it and paste it in here, I can import it, and you see the Baggett profile information, what Baggett versions are allowed, the fact that fetch text is not allowed, which manifest algorithms are allowed and required, the serialization rules. BTR says serialization is optional, and if you choose to use it, these are the supported formats, the ones that are in gray. I'm going to change this so we can refer to it later. Change the name. BTR allows all tag files. That's what the star means. Tag files that it doesn't know about, and that is anything other than baget.txt or baginfo.txt, won't be parsed, but they are allowed to be present. For the baginfo.txt file, the BTR specification says these tags, it defines these tags. Some of these are required and some are not. We'll get to that in just a moment, but let's go and customize this profile by providing a default value for this bag producing organization. That's a tag inside baginfo.txt. When we provide this default value, it'll show up in every bag that we create unless we choose to override it. Provide a default value for this as well. And just for kicks, let's provide some allowed values in this source organization. So if I wanted to, I could add more tag files to this profile, to my customized version of this profile, and add some default values or rules for those tags. I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to show you how this new profile, BTR import, how we can use it in a job. So you want to create a new job, bagging up 19 files. I want to say I'm going to package them in Baggett format, and it's Baggett, not tar. I'll use that Baggett profile, BTR import. That one said serialization is optional, so it allows me to not serialize the bag. That is, it would just be a set of files under a single directory. Or I could serialize it in tar format. That's what I'm going to choose. I'll call this BTR demo bag. And I can't type because I'm doing a demo. Now I need to fill in bag metadata, and all of these fields came from the Baggett profile that we imported. They're all going to be in this baginfo.txt file. The only one that's required is marked by a red star. I can get away with not filling out anything on here except this one. Source organization is required. If you remember, when we customized that tag, we typed in the help field, please choose a source organization. So that can help your users figure out what, that help field can figure out your, you know what I mean. Okay, so for source organization, we'll just choose other. Next, let's say we want to upload this to our staging server and our local S3 service. Now I run this job and it creates the bag according to that profile. If we want to look at it, we have it on our local machine right here. It created the bag according to that profile, and it uploaded it to those two services. If you are using the old, some older profiles from the Library of Congress, you can also import those and actually convert them to the Baggett profile 1.3 specification. So this is from the Library of Congress, from their GitHub repo. This is an old profile created before there was a spec describing how to create profiles. It doesn't look like the JSON in the other profile, but it's pretty specific and well defined. We can take this old format from the Library of Congress, import that, and then we can customize it if we want, or if we export it, it's going to export to the new standard format. This can be helpful if you need to just do some conversions to use newer bagging software. Anyway, that is Baggett Profiles, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope you found this helpful.